When we arrive, the banquet hall is thrumming with the buzz of happy chatter from the guests, a selection of the highest-ranking officials on the planet and representatives from our oldest and most noble families. Father sits beside Mother, decked out in his splendid purple gown which he wears for such occasions. I sit to one side, surrounded by my beloved Somars. The humans arrive, and one by one they give the customary greeting to my father and mother. Father addresses them in a speech expressing our welcome and our hopes for a fruitful exchange of information between our peoples. However, I pay little attention to what he is saying, for my eyes are on Martha. She is exceptionally beautiful tonight, in a gray gown that mirrors the stormy silver of her eyes. Oh yes, we are going to her, Prelor and I. He will have to get over whatever scruples are holding him back. She is too delicious to forego. I smile in anticipation of that pleasure. Then the speeches are over, and the humans come over to greet me. I touch cheeks and foreheads with them, as is expected, but it is the last one, Martha, whom I am most interested to read. She steps towards me, and our eyes meet. My heartbeat picks up speed, and I feel my face flush with heat. I am dimly aware that my cock is standing stiff. Then I place my hand on her cheek, and nearly cry out at the scorching heat of her. She gazes at me in surprise before placing her hand to my cheek, and I sense instantly that she feels the same hot heat I do. We stare at each other, cheeks flushed, the palms of our hands burning. Then we bring our foreheads together. An explosion of sensation, heat, arousal, possession. Mine, mine, mine. I step back abruptly, breaking the contact. My breaths are coming short and choppy. It cannot be, surely it cannot be. A human? My mate cannot be a human. The universe has made a mistake, played a silly joke on me. I glare at her, my face like thunder. Then, with all the regal imperiousness at my command, I turn away and dismiss her. I hear whispers as the humans are led away to meet with other dignitaries, but I tune them out. Prelor places a hand on my arm. My Cran? Not now, Prelor, I say through gritted teeth. Forcing deep breaths in and out, I turn to face my Somars. Shanbury is eyeing me with a wrathful expression on his face. I have no time for whatever petty grievance is making him cross. Not right now. Gathering up all the composure I can summon, I say, "Let us circulate and speak with our guests." I walk towards a group of Venorians standing before me, smiling amiably at them. With all the skills honed over many sun rotations of doing my duty as the Cran's heir, I make my rounds, listening and responding to the various people I meet. I studiously avoid the humans, not daring to allow myself close contact with that female again. In fact, I consider the possibility of banishing her from my planet and sending her back to where she belongs. Next to me, I feel Shanbury and Prelor stewing. One for an unknown reason, the other because he has picked up on my distress, but I ignore them and keep going, smiling and playing the good host. Of course, the people I greet sense that all is not well, but they are too polite to speak of it. On and on I continue with the social niceties until, finally, it is over, and people begin to take their leave. From the corner of my eye, I see the humans make their way out of the banquet hall. She looks up, and for an instant, our eyes meet again. Hers looking hurt and confused, mine probably still looking enraged. From across the room, I read her thoughts clearly. "Why?" I transmit back. "Just go." Head bowed, she complies, turning to leave the room. I sigh in relief as I watch her go. The crowds thin out as more and more guests start to leave. I see Father walk towards me. Once he gets close enough to speak, he grits out, "In my quarters, all of you, now!" He turns to go, and we follow him. He strides towards his quarters, Dranlar opening the door for us as we approach. Once we are inside, he shuts it behind us, and Father turns to face me, his expression grim. I begin to speak, but he holds his hand up to silence me, and I feel him probe my mind. He stays focused on me for several moments, then lets out a breath. So that is it. You have found your mate. No, it cannot be, father. I start to pace the room. She is a human. No Kran has ever mated with another species. It must be a trick. Maybe they are in cahoots with the Syraxians. It is no trick, Krantor, father says. She is your mate.